From the West Quad Gymnasium at Brooklyn College, you are watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Pariente, calling this game solo tonight from the West Quad Gymnasium here at Brooklyn College. And tonight, it's the Brooklyn College men's Bulldogs in action against, for the very first time ever, the Rivier State University Raiders. The Rivier University Raiders coming to us all the way from Nashua, New Hampshire. So this is a first-time opponent for the Bulldogs. Rivier is out of the Greater North Atlantic East Conference, the GNAC Conference, and they're coming in 3-1 on the year. The Bulldogs still looking for their very first win. The men's Bulldogs 0-5 to start the season so far. It's been a bit of a rough stretch if you are the Brooklyn College Bulldogs, coming off a very tough two-game tournament in Virginia. The men played Roanoke University, fell in that game 71-51. They then played in the consolation game against Virginia State University, came up a little bit short in that meeting as well, falling 61-53. And it was a tough journey for the men, but also I think it was a journey where they learned about themselves. And I just spoke with assistant coach Joshua Wiswer and with Stan Fevrin about this program, and he mentioned how the Virginia game really, I think, kind of helped them gel as a team, and they kind of learned about who they are as a team, and hoping that is going to be what sparks this men's team here tonight as they take on Rivier University, a pretty strong opponent for the men's Bulldogs. They're 3-1, coming off a very impressive victory against Brandeis University up in Walton, Massachusetts. The Raiders score about 73.3 points per game, so this is a pretty prolific scoring offense. They're about 35% from downtown, and they average about 27 rebounds per game with 12 assists and shooting just under 43% from the field. So this is a club that has very good passing, very good even spacing, and if you're the Bulldogs, the key for them tonight is going to be playing with pace, playing with competitiveness, playing with an edge, which Coach Wiswer hinted very well really helped the Bulldogs, and I think really brought that out of them in their two-game tournament in Virginia. And the hope is it will carry over here tonight as the Bulldogs are searching for their very first win. The hope now for the men's Bulldogs, can they get the scoring back in check? Malik Dale has been the key ingredient that's led this Bulldogs offense, averaging 16 points per game. The rest of the offense still kind of trying to find out a little bit kind of who they are, other than Malik Dale. It's been 7 points per game from Stephon McGill, about 6 points from David McFadden, 6 from Thraisbull, and then 5.5 from Zarik Harvey. But the rest of the team is still kind of trying to find who they are that can be the leader on this offense and also can score for this team. Still kind of a waiting game, but I think the Bulldogs will begin to figure that out here tonight as now they come back from that two-game trip and now look to see if they can bring that all together here in their matchup here with Rivier. The men's Bulldogs are scoring 58.5 points per game, which has been a bit of a worrying sign that they have not been able to score consistently at least 65 to 70 points per game. Opponents are scoring 82 points per game. And again, the part of the problem is when the Bulldogs start up slowly and they fall too far behind, then it can lead to the struggle of coming back in the game. Then it can lead to the struggle of expending all that energy to try to come back. You don't want to fall too far behind if you're the men's Bulldogs. And the key ingredient, like the last game, you want to have a good two halves, not just only one. That's also been part of the problem with the men for the early part of the year is they have one good half, and then they have struggled in the second. But we'll see if that streak can be broken here tonight. Can the men pick up their first win? We're going to find out in just a matter of seconds. But for right now, we're going to take a brief pause, and we will honor America with the singing of our national anthem. And Alan Zaro will have the call. Take it away. And a very beautiful rendition of our national anthem here at the West Quad Gymnasium. That was Ken Broman as the public address announcer here today, filling in for Alan Zero today, not here. Let's go through the starting lineups. We will begin with the visiting Rivier University Raiders, who are coached by Tom Glynn, first season as head coach of the Raiders, and a good 3-1 start to boot. First, you have O'Darius Cade, the 5'7" guard junior out of Warren Wilson College in the NCAA. And he is wearing number 0, and he is from Anderson, South Carolina. He'll wear number 0 and start at the 1. Robinson Begidi, the 5'10" guard sophomore out of Goffstown High School from Goffstown, New Hampshire. He will wear number 3 and play the 2. Nicholas Pignoni, the 5'11" grad out of Stoneham, Massachusetts from Bishop Fenwick High School. He will play the guard position and wear number 5 and be at the 3. Devin Owens, the 6'3" senior out of St. Martin's College from Irvine, California. He will wear number 23 and play the guard. Number 34, Woodson Jean Baptiste, the 6'6" forward junior out of Dakota College at Batno, part of the NJCAA out of St. Louis, Missouri. He'll wear number 34 and play the 5. For the Brooklyn College Bulldogs, number 1, Aaron Davis, the 5'10" junior guard out of Beacon High School from Beacon, New York. He'll wear number 1 and start at the 1. Stefan McGill, the 6'3" junior guard out of Trinity Catholic High School from the Bronx. He'll wear number 2 and play the 2. Malik Dale, the 5'11" guard junior out of Unity Prep High School from Brooklyn, New York. He'll wear number 3 and play the 3. Serge Thraisbull, the 6'2" guard junior out of Valley Stream North High School from Valley Stream, New York. He'll wear number 20 and play the 4. And Makai Barlow, the 6'7" junior forward and center out of Huntington High School from Huntington, West Virginia. He will wear number 25 and play the 5. The Bulldogs are coached by Jeffrey Jean Baptiste, his 5th season on this team. Men's Bulldogs, again, are looking for their very first win of the year. And the Bulldogs looking to snap the early struggles to start the year and looking to pick it up and get a win in the win column here tonight. The officials for this game are Joseph Carmacioni, Orrin Barfield, and Mark Casamassa. Both teams now going to take their positions on the court and saluting the officials as we begin this game. And this will be interesting. Can the Bulldogs attack this very impressive team here out of New Hampshire in Rivier? Can they attack them at the helm? The key that Coach Wiswer talked about was the Virginia series they played built toughness for this team, and play with pace are the 2 key terms that he wants this men's team to come out with here today. And it will be interesting if the men can actually really bring that out here. The men are going to be wearing their white uniforms with maroon trim. You have the Rivier Raiders who are going to be wearing their navy blue and white trim. And again, Rivier comes all the way from Nashua, New Hampshire. This should be a very interesting matchup. You have at the helm Woodson Jean Baptiste squaring off with Makai Barlow for the opening tip. Officials will get in the center. And here we go. Tip-off is won by the Bulldogs. And taking the ball up, this is Aaron Davis. He's crossing half court. Davis at the top of the key for Barlow. Barlow gets it to the right wing side for Thraisbull. Thraisbull trying to make a move. He kicks it back out to the top of the key for Aaron Davis. Davis looking, watched on defense by Begidi. Now to the top of the key for Barlow. Now to the right wing it goes for McGill. McGill tries to make a move. He takes a little floater off the front rim, no good. Rebounded, taken by O'Darius Cade. Cade will cross the half-court line, gets around Davis and kicks it out to Begidi. Begidi to the right wing, driving it downside to Pignoni. Here's a long 3 off the front rim, no good from Devin Owens. Rebounded, kept alive by Jean Baptiste. Left wing for Owens, far left corner, long 3, up, and it is good. 3-pointer from O'Darius Cade, and the Rivier Raiders take a 3-0 lead. Brooklyn College starting, takes the possession, top of the key, Barlow looking for some space. Barlow, right wing for Thraisbull. Thraisbull makes a move inside the low post, drives in, turnaround shot, layup is blocked and taken away by Jean Baptiste. He hands it off now to Owens. Owens crosses half court, he's watched by Thraisbull. Owens top of the key, left wing for Pignoni. Pignoni top of the key, and backing up now with the ball, this is Begidi. Begidi watched on defense there by Malik Dale. Begidi moves inside, right wing to Cade. He fires for 3 and scores! O'Darius Cade from the right wing, and just like that, 2 threes, 6 points for Rivier, and they're up 6-0. Top of the key is Barlow. Barlow kicks it out, almost had the ball stolen went off the hands, but last touch by Rivier was intended for Malik Dale. And the Bulldogs a little out of sorts here in the first minute and 30 seconds. So 2 quick threes by the Raiders, and the Bulldogs need to regroup. Inbounding the ball, this is going to be McGill, and handing it off to Barlow. Now McGill drives in. McGill tries to make a move inside on the right post. He drives in. McGill kicks out the top for Thraisbull. Thraisbull tries to make a move inside on Pignoni. Out to the right for Barlow. 7 to shoot for the Bulldogs. Handing it off to Malik Dale. And Dale lost it. It's taken away by Bagiti. And now Bagiti throws it out to Owens, right wing. Owens drives, watched by Davis. Good double team. Gets it inside. Baptiste is blocked. We get a whistle and a foul is called against Brooklyn. That'll be the first team foul. First foul of the game. And the foul will go against Thraisbull. That will be his first. So quickly a foul by the Bulldogs, and Rivier will go to the line for 2 free throws. It will be Woodson Jean-Baptiste to take them. This Rivier team is a very solid 74.6% shooting team from the line. First free throw is off the rim and no good. So I kind of jinxed it already. A first miss, and second free throw coming for Jean-Baptiste. Lining up for his second shot is Jean-Baptiste. Shot is up, and it's good. So 1 out of 2 at the line. Rivier goes up 7-0. 18 minutes to go here in the first. Aaron Davis crossing half court. Watched by Cade. Kicks it out to the left wing for McGill. McGill, top of the key for Barlow. Barlow makes a move around Baptiste. Hands it back off to McGill. McGill watched by Pignoni. McGill takes a little pass inside. Gets it to Barlow. Barlow trying to drive on the big man Baptiste. Fires it out to the right wing. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Rivier. So the Bulldogs just, unfortunately right now, are telegraphing some of these passes, and Rivier is jumping out right in front and getting hands on the ball. The Bulldogs only have 5 seconds to shoot with 17:37 to play. McGill will get out to Barlow. 4 seconds. 3. McGill, 2 seconds. Drives. Lays it up. Shot a little too strong off the backboard. Barlow gets the rebound. Barlow with a little floater and scores. Makai Barlow puts the Bulldogs on the board. They trail 7-2. Good finish. Good second chance opportunity. The Bulldogs take advantage. Crossing Bagiti now on Malik Dale. Bagiti, right wing for Pignoni. Pignoni drives in. Out to the top of the key. This is Owens. Fires for 3. Shot no good. Rebounded by Jean-Baptiste. Top of the key for Pignoni. He fires for 3 and scores. Pignoni from downtown. And the Rivier Raiders go up 10-2. So the Raiders are 3 for 4 from downtown right off the bat. And the Bulldogs have to call timeout and talk it over with 17:05 to play. So right now, if you're Brooklyn, not the start you wanted early. The Bulldogs have struggled to get some passes in. They've had some passes deflected and telegraphed a bit by this very tough defense of the Rivier Raiders. And the Bulldogs need to slow things down. No need to make that extra pass if it's not there. Take your time and go to the basket is one of the most important things I think the Bulldogs really need to do here tonight. They have to go to the basket, force Rivier to foul, force Rivier to get into foul trouble, get those free throws at the line. It's so important. You want to take points off the board in the early going. You don't want to fall very far behind if you are Brooklyn College. So now the Bulldogs come back on the court. And Bulldogs will keep their starters in, as will Rivier. And it will be Malik Dale to inbound, and he hands it off to Aaron Davis. Davis will cross half court. Davis, watched by Cade. Davis, top of the key, kicks it down to Barlow, right wing. Barlow throws it inside. He was looking for McGill. We get a whistle, and a foul is called against Rivier. We'll check the foul. It's going to be their first team foul. It's on Pignoni. Pignoni picks up his first. First team foul against Rivier. Bulldogs will inbound. We get a whistle. Another foul is called against Rivier. We'll check this foul. Is this going to be a second foul on Pignoni? No, it's not. It's going to be against Devin Owens. So Devin Owens gets called for this. It's his first. So 2 quick fouls just like that by Rivier. And the Bulldogs now look to take advantage. Here's Thraisbull on the drive. Thraisbull gets a double team. Tries to get that shot to deflect in. It's no good. Rebound deflected out of bounds. It will stay Bulldogs ball. They'll have 14 seconds to shoot with 16:47 to go in the first half. Here's Malik Dale to take the inbound. He'll in front of the Rivier bench. And Malik Dale looks for some space. Dale will hand it off to Barlow. He's watched by Jean-Baptiste. Barlow directs the offense. Nobody moving on the Bulldogs as far as trying to get to the basket. It's too much stationary movement. Driving in is McGill. McGill driving. Gets on the low post. Off the backboard. No good. Rebound. Deflected out of bounds. It's the last touch by Rivier. It's going to stay Bulldogs ball. So the Bulldogs fighting for those extra possessions. Like the effort there on that play. Allow the Bulldogs to get another possession here. They'll have 20 to shoot, and McGill will inbound. McGill will get it inside to Thraisbowl. Out to the right for Aaron Davis. Davis looks for some room. 16 to shoot. Davis fires up a shot. No good. It didn't even hit the rim, and it's rebounded by Devin Owens. He'll hand it off to the left wing for Bagidi. Bagidi watched on defense by Malik Dale. Bagidi watched by Dale still. Now Bagidi moves in. Top of the key for Owens. Right wing Pignoni. Pignoni. Top of the key it goes now for Cade. Cade watched on defense by Thraisbowl. Good defense being applied by Thraisbowl. 10 to shoot for Rivier. Thraisbowl driving inside. Almost lost the ball was Jean-Baptiste. Now inside. And kicking it out was Bagidi to get a whistle. And the ball is turned over out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn College basketball. And now a sub coming in for the Bulldogs. Barlow will take a seat. And coming into the game for the Bulldogs is Lukman Ahmed. He will enter the game for the first time for Brooklyn College. So Bulldogs definitely making some changes here. Coach Baptiste, I think, beginning to learn who he can trust off his bench. So Ahmed will come in, and it will be Aaron Davis inbounding the ball, looking for space. Davis watched on defense by Cade. Davis tries to make a move inside. Right wing. Tries to find space. He kicks out the left wing for Thraisbowl. Thraisbowl down low to Barlow. Barlow watched by Jean-Baptiste. Kicks it out to Davis. Drives inside off the hands of Lukman Ahmed, and the ball goes out of bounds. Possession to Rivier. And again, these are some of these fundamental plays you have to be careful of when you're Brooklyn College. These turnovers can be very costly as this game moves on. Rivier will take possession. Crossing half court. This is taken by Bagidi. Bagidi crosses half court. Watched by Stefan McGill. Top of the key it goes to Owens. Right wing it goes for Pignoni. Pignoni, top of the key, Cade fires for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded and taken by McGill. McGill crossing half court. McGill drives in, lays up shot, no good. Whistle. We're going to get a foul called against Rivier. We'll check the foul. It's going to be their third team foul. It's on Bagidi. That will be his first. Was not in the act of shooting, so the Bulldogs will inbound the ball here. But the Bulldogs are doing the right thing, forcing Rivier to commit fouls, get them into trouble, and that'll allow the Bulldogs to have space and maybe get some points off the board. Left wing, this is Thraisbowl, top of the key for Barlow. Barlow hands it off to Aaron Davis. Davis, top of the key, 14 to shoot. Davis moves inside. Davis had the ball stripped away. It's taken by Cade. Cade dribbles past half court, drives it to Owens, lays it up, and scores. So Devin Owens goes to the hoop on a quick turnover. It's 12-2 in favor of Rivier. Here's a shot, no good. Quick scramble there by McGill, couldn't get it home. Rebounded, taken by Bagidi. Bagidi, top of the key, Cade. Left wing for Owens. He fires for three and scores. Another three by Rivier. They're 4 for 5 at the line, at the 3-point line, and it's 15-2 Rivier. Top of the key, this is taken by Barlow. Right wing for Ahmed. Ahmed directing traffic. Ahmed kicks it out to Makai Barlow. Right wing for Thraisbowl. Thraisbowl kicks it out to Ahmed. He fires for three. Shot no good. Rebound went off the hands. Last touch by Rivier. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. And two subs are coming in for the Bulldogs. Out will come McGill. Out will come Davis. In will come McFadden. And in will come Zarik Harvey. 14:09 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs only with 2 points in the early going. So the Bulldogs struggling from the field. Here's Harvey driving in. Kicks it out. Barlow, 5 seconds to shoot. Right wing for Harvey, 4 seconds. Harvey will fire for three and scores! Big three for Zarik Harvey, and the Bulldogs trail 15-5. That breaks the run by Rivier. An 8-0 run, and now crossing half court. This is Bagidi, watched on defense by Thraisbowl. Bagidi crossing half court. Thraisbowl on him there. Bagidi looks for space. Bagidi tries to get around Thraisbowl. And now McFadden gets in the face of Bagidi. Kicks it out. Almost threw it away there. Taken by Owens. And out of the top for Cade. 10 seconds. Now to Pignoni. We got a whistle. And we're going to call a blocking foul against Lukman Ahmed. And I'm not sure what a block was there. That looked like a clean foul on an offensive charge. It was not called. and it's going to be against the Bulldogs. That will be their second foul. Ahmed picks it up, and the Raiders will inbound with 13:34 to go, leading 15-5. And it's going to be Owens to take the inbound. He'll hand it off to the top of the key for Bagidi. Bagidi, left wing. Bagidi, top of the key for Jean-Baptiste. Baptiste kicks it out to the top of the key for Owens. Owens driving inside. Owens kicks it down low to Cade. Oh, what a move. He couldn't lay it up and finish, but Jean-Baptiste picked it up. Top of the key for Bagidi. Out far corner for Owens for three. Shot no good. Rebound by McFadden. McFadden crosses half court. McFadden looking for some space. He gets around Bagidi. McFadden looking for somebody, anybody. Gets it out to Ahmed. Left wing. Right wing now. Far right corner for McFadden. McFadden tries to move. Oh, beautiful spin around. Couldn't quite get that ball. But McFadden got it back and scored. Good second effort by David McFadden. And the Bulldogs trail 15-7. So 5 straight points for the Bulldogs on a mini 5-0 run. Timeout is called by Rivier with 12:51 to play. Gotta like the effort now the Bulldogs have come out with following the early timeout. They were trailing 15-2. They've cut it to 15-7 with 12:51 to play. Right now, the Bulldogs need to talk things over, and we'll see if they can continue to get out of the struggles they've had. So right now, with 12:51 to go, the Brooklyn College Bulldogs looking to rally back here as they're trailing 15-7 against Rivier. You like the effort that the bench has produced since coming in. McFadden provided a big 2 points there on a second chance opportunity. And then the big three by Zarik Harvey allowed the Bulldogs to cut the deficit they're in half. So right now, you are watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com, your home for all Bulldogs sports here at home, your home for everything Brooklyn. I'm Jonathan Pariente here with you, and thank you for taking some of your time here to join me. Want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving, as this will be our last game before the Thanksgiving holiday. The next game at home will not be for another week. It will be on December 1st. But we'll get to that game momentarily here as we get into this game. But right now the Bulldogs are coming back out. The Rivier did make 2 changes right before the break. And we're going to see one of the substitutions who is in there right now. That is Nesta Roberts, 6'7" grad out of Manchester, Connecticut. So he's in the game for the first time, along with Raquan Groves of Anderson, South Carolina. And now here is Bagidi driving inside, far left corner for Cade. Cade back to Bagidi, watched by Thraisbold. Bagidi drives inside, top of the key it goes to Groves. Groves down low for Roberts. He drives inside, he lost it. McFadden steals it. McFadden crossing half court. McFadden looking for some space. McFadden out to the right wing for Thraisbold. Now to the far right wing for Zarik Harvey. Now to Gabe Barker. He checked into the game as well. Barker passes it out to McFadden. McFadden fell down, no call, and Roberts takes it and hands it off to Cade. Cade drives it on Thraisbold, blocked the shot out of bounds, and the ball was last touched by Rivier. It's Brooklyn basketball. So the Bulldogs, good job getting back defensively to take that ball away. Substitution coming in for Rivier, although the ref is waving off the sub. All right, they'll let the sub come in now. So coming in now is Jared Boyce, the 6'1" junior guard out of Brockton, Massachusetts. Went to McCook Community College, and he enters the game for the first time for Rivier. Crossing half court is Harvey. Passes it out to Barker, top of the key. Barker hands it off to Thraisbold. Thraisbold drives. Thraisbold inside. Barker lays it up and in. Beautiful pass from Thraisbold to Gabriel Barker, and the Bulldogs trail 15-9. 11:48 to go in the first. Inbounding it is Groves. He almost did not get it in before the 5-second mark. He gets it out to the left wing for Boyce. Boyce drives in left point. Boyce kicks out to the top of the key for Cade. Good defense applied by the Bulldogs, and now Harvey on Boyce. On Cade. Cade drives in. Cade gets around the double team. Hands it off to Groves. A long three. Shot is off the rim. No good. Rebound is taken by McFadden. Boyce missed that three. Harvey crosses half court. Harvey looking for space. Harvey kicks it out. Far right wing McFadden. Inside to the right point for Barker. Hands it off to McFadden. McFadden drives it in. Barker almost lost the ball. We have a fight for the loose ball. It's taken by Rivier. And now bringing it up past the other way is Groves. Hands it out to Cade. Lays it up and can't put it on. Laid it up back in by Roberts. No good. Bulldogs take the steal. They get it back. Bulldogs trying to fight for possession, and Thraisbull picks it up and hands it off to Ahmed. Ahmed swims past half court. Crosses the half court line. Struggles. Gets whistled. Foul is called. It will go against Rivier. We'll check the foul with 10:56 to play. The foul is going to be against Bagidi. That will be his second. Bagidi, and out will go Nestor Roberts. Back into the game comes Woodson Jean-Baptiste. And it's going to be McFadden taking the inbound, and will hand it off to Lukman Ahmed. And Ahmed threw a bad pass. It got deflected and taken away by Bagidi. Bagidi drives, lays it up, and scores. And that was not a good turnover by Lukman Ahmed. He just lazily threw that ball in the air, and it was taken away by Bagidi, and he went right to coast and scored. 17-9, Rivier. Left wing is Thraisbull. And again, another bad pass, and now it's Cade all alone. He scores. And it's 19-9, just like that. So 2 consecutive turnovers lead to 4 consecutive Rivier points. Bulldogs back down by 10 with 10:20 to go. Harvey drives and again lost the ball. Another turnover and another all wide open pass. Groves lays it up, can't put it home. Ball deflected off the rim, and then we got a whistle, and a foul is called as that is Cade that went down. We'll check the foul. It's on Brooklyn. That will be their 3rd team foul. And it's on McFadden. So that's the first foul against McFadden with 10:11 to go. And it will be an inbound coming for Rivier. We get a sub coming in for the Bulldogs. Malik Dale will come back in. He replaces Lukman Ahmed. Looking for some space now. Taking it is Baptiste. Out to the top for Cade. Cade watched by Thraisbull. Cade takes a long 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Thraisbull, and the Bulldogs get possession. And now the Bulldogs, 3 consecutive trips on their last one, have resulted in a turnover. Almost turned it over there and just kept it in bounds was Harvey. Here's McFadden for 3. Air ball, and that ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Rivier ball with 9:46 to go. So 4 consecutive trips, the Bulldogs have turned over the ball, have not been able to get anything on the basket here in the last couple minutes. Here is Bagidi taking the inbound, watched on defense by Malik Dale. 9:40 to go in the first half. It's 19-9 Riverdale. Top of the key, this is Groves. Groves hands it off to Boyce. Boyce out to the far right for Groves. Groves drives in. Ball is taken away by Barker and handed off to Thraisbull. Thraisbull tries to make his move. Now at the left sideline. Whistle and the foul is called. Rivier will get the call on this. That's going to be their 16th foul. So with 9:24 left, 1 foul away, and Rivier is in the penalty. Boyce gets called for the foul. First foul against Boyce, and the Bulldogs will inbound from the Rivier bench. And now McFadden will take his time, and he'll hand it off to Barker. Barker looking for a little space. Barker still looking. We'll hand it off to Malik Dale, left wing. Dale tries to drive inside. Takes a short baby jumper. Almost had the ball in. Went in and out on the rim. And it's rebounded by Rivier. Crossing half court. This is Bagidi. Bagidi, right wing, hands it off. Long 3 attempt. And knocked down by Jared Boyce from the far right corner. Timeout is called by Rivier. A full charge timeout. And the Raiders go back up 13. It's 22-9 with 8:58 to play. And again for the Bulldogs, struggling from the field after they closed the gap. It was 15-9 at one point. And now the Bulldogs have committed 4 straight turnovers, and that led to 5 consecutive Rivier points. And now the Bulldogs need to get themselves back in gear here. The Rivier Raiders have answered the Bulldogs with a 7-0 run right back after the Bulldogs cut it to 6. 8:58 to go. The Bulldogs are still very much in this game. This is not an out of reach yet if you're Brooklyn, but they have to start minimizing the turnovers. They are coming up and committing turnovers every single possession of late, and it's just been passes that the Rivier Raiders are telegraphing very easily. The Bulldogs they're just holding the ball a little too long, and Rivier is anticipating where the ball is going, and they're intercepting the ball at each passing lane that it comes up to. So the Bulldogs really have to start slowing the pace down a little bit, and again, just have Rivier commit fouls, which they are doing, but they need to get to the free throw line in addition. But right now, Fans, you are watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball here on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. I'm Jonathan Pariente here with you. Bulldogs are trying to break an 0-5 start. They took a tough loss against Southern Virginia University the other night on November 18th. So they're 0-5 to start the year. They're looking for their first win. The men will be back here next Monday against Ramapo College, the Roadrunners, following the Thanksgiving break, and we'll have more on that in a little bit. But to the right wing now, this is David McFadden. Out to Malik Dale. Dale takes a jumper, off the rim, no good. Dale was knocked down, no call, and it's taken away by Rivier. And it's Groves handing it off to Boyce. Boyce at the left key, watched on defense by McFadden. Boyce hands it off to the top of the key, and the ball's taken away. Good steal by Malik Dale. Dale drives up, looks for room. Dale hands it off, kicks it back out. Threesbowl looking for space. Threesbowl hands it off to McFadden. Back out to Threesbowl. Threesbowl inside, hands it off to Barker. Threesbowl drives, turnaround, can't quite get it inside. Gets it out to McFadden with 10 seconds to shoot. McFadden looking for space. McFadden out to the left wing. It's taken by Harvey. 4 seconds. Harvey has to get off a shot. Got it to drop, but no good. Off the rim, and it's rebounded by Rivier. 8 minutes to go. And the Bulldogs, one thing not seeing them do is attack the basket. They're just taking too many shots from the perimeter. Top of the key. This is taken out there by Owens. Driving inside is Groves. Lays it up off the backboard and in. So Raekwon Groves puts it home, and Rivier goes back up 15. Barlow getting ready to check back in for Brooklyn, along with McGill. Top of the key is Harvey. Harvey to the left wing for McFadden. McFadden kicks it out to the far left for Malik Dale. Dale takes a little floataway jumper shot off the rim, no good. We get a whistle and a loose ball foul is called. It'll be against Rivier. That will be their 7th foul, so that puts the Bulldogs in the penalty. That'll put the Bulldogs in the bonus, the single bonus anyway, 1-1. We'll check the foul. I believe they're going to get Owens for. It's going to be on Woodson Jean-Baptiste. So first foul on Baptiste. We're going to get a sub. Boyce will go to the bench along. So Boyce will take a seat. And coming into the game is Donovan Rogers for the first time. It's a 1-1 coming for Gabriel Barker. Barlow getting ready to check in for Brooklyn College. And it will be Barker to take the free throw attempt. 7:25 to go. It's 24-9 Rivier. Barker lines up for the first free throw. Shot is up. And it is good. Got the very friendly bounce off the board and dropped in. So it's 24-10 Rivier. Second free throw coming for Gabriel Barker. And the second free throw's up. And it's good. So 2 free throws for Gabriel Barker. And the Bulldogs trail 24-11. Barlow will come out. Will come back in. Barker will take a seat. Bulldogs trailing by 13. And now the ball is taken by Bagidi. Bagidi crossing half court. Bagidi looks for some space. Bagidi hands it off to Groves. Groves to Owens. Lost the ball. It's taken away by McGill. Bulldogs have a break. Malik Dale lays it up. Can't put it home. McGill tries to get the rebound. He lays it up. He's blocked from behind, and a foul is called. So the Bulldogs get that second chance opportunity, draw the foul. That's the 8th foul against Rivier. So Groves gets called for that. That's his first. So 18 fouls on Rivier. So now the Raiders are getting into early foul trouble here. It's still 7 minutes to go in the first half. Free throw for McGill is up. It's no good. 24-11 remains the lead for Rivier. Substitution, Groves will go to the bench, and back in comes Nicholas Pignoni. Second free throw coming for Stephon McGill. McGill will line up his shot. Fires it up. And it's no good. 2 missed free throws for McGill. And the Bulldogs still trail by 13. 7 minutes to go. Bringing the ball past half court, this is Bagidi. Bagidi watched by McFadden. Bagidi kicks it out to the far right wing. This is taken by Odarius Cade. Cade drives inside. Cade deflected out of bounds. It was last touched by Brooklyn. It will stay Rivier basketball. 6:48 to go here in the first. It's 24-11 Raiders. Pignoni will inbound and kicks it out to Cade. Left wing, now top of the key, Cade. Right wing, it's taken there by Bagidi. Bagidi drives it inside. It's taken there by Devin Owens. Owens drives with the left hand, can't quite get it home. And the Bulldogs fight for the loose ball. They pick it up. We get a whistle, jump ball. Possession will go to Rivier. .6:33 to go here in the first half. And again, the Bulldogs are struggling to consistently score points, and they're struggling to get shots into the basket early on here in this game. O'Darius Cade, right wing. Here's a long three off the rim. It's no good. And the ball deflects right back to Bagidi. He fires for three. Shot is off the rim. No good. Bulldogs get the rebound. It's taken by McGill. McGill crossing half court. McGill looks for space. Fires a shot off the rim. No good. Rebound by McGill. Lays it up. Gets the friendly roll and in. Good finish by Stephon McGill. The Bulldogs trail 24-13 as we now hit 6 minutes to go in the first. Franz Depra getting ready to check in for the first time for Brooklyn. And Cade is crossing half court. Cade, watched by McFadden, almost had the ball taken away, but kept alive by Bagidi. Bagidi, watched on defense by Zuri Carvey. Bagidi moves inside, left below post. Bagidi backs up, kicks it out to the left for Owens. Owens traveled. And that's the first travel of the game for either side, as the Bulldogs will take possession with 5:45 to go. And we're going to get a sub. Depra's coming into the game for Brooklyn College. Going to the bench will be Malik Dale. Substitutions also coming in for Rivier. Raekwon Groves will check back in. And going to the bench will be Devin Owens. Owens here, Coach Glenn having some words with Owens there. Probably on that last foul. Here is Depra. Left wing it goes now to McGill. McGill drives inside, takes a little jumper. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded and taken by Raekwon Groves. Hands it off to Cade. 5:28 to go. It's 24-13. Driving it out, kicking it out off the pass, out of bounds. Deflected. McGill with a good defensive play. It's going to be Rivier ball. Thraisbull getting ready to check in for Brooklyn, and McGill will sit down. And back into the game, coming out will be Jean-Baptiste. And Nestor Roberts comes back in. .5:25 to go here in the first half. It's 24-13 Rivier. Been a low-scoring first half so far, as the Bulldogs are still very much in this. They just need to make a little run. I think they can. You feel it's coming. Cade will bring it up. Left wing. Kicks it out. Groves fires for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Thraisbull. Bulldogs bringing it up past the half-court line. Thraisbull slows things down. Now Thraisbull kicks it out to Barlow. Barlow out to Thraisbull. Thraisbull drives in. Out to Zuri Carvey. Fires for three. Shot off the rim, no good. Thraisbull the rebound. Thraisbull makes his move inside. Fires with the left-hand shot is no good. Foul is called against Rivier. That's their 9th team foul. And we'll check the foul. It's going to be on Groves. That will be his second. So foul number 2 on Groves. 9th team foul on Rivier. So they're one away from being in the double penalty over the limit. Free throw from Thraisbull is good. Bulldogs trail 24-14. Pignoni's coming out. Back in comes Jared Boyce. 4:58 to go here in the first half. It's 24-14 Rivier. Second free throw from Thraisbull is off the rim, no good. We get a whistle. And we get a foul against Brooklyn. It's on Thraisbull. Oh, it was a lane violation called against the Bulldogs. So the free throw would not have counted anyway, but it's a lane violation, and it's going to be Rivier ball. Bringing the ball past half court is O'Darius Cade. Cade crosses it out to Bagidi. Bagidi crossing the half court line. Bagidi, right wing. Bagidi gets around the double team. Here is Jared Boyce. Left wing watched by McFadden. Far left wing, it goes out to Bagidi, watched by Franz Depra. Bagidi drives inside. Right wing for Cade. Far right corner, his Groves. He fires for three. Shot is off the rim, no good. We get a whistle. We get a loose ball foul called against Makai Barlow. Bulldogs will pick up their 4th team foul. So the Bulldogs have done a good job with not committing fouls here in the first half, at least in the early going. But still 4:34 left. And the ball's inbounded by Nestor Roberts. Roberts drives inside, kicks it out top of the key. This is Bagidi. Bagidi drives in. Bagidi watched by Franz Depra. Right wing for Boyce. He fires for three and rattles it in and scores. Big three by Jared Boyce, and it's 27-14. So back up by 13 goes Rivier. Left wing now is Barlow. Hands it off to Zariq Harvey. Harvey, top of the key for Depra. Depra, good ball fake around the defense of Bagidi. Barlow kicks it inside, lays it up and in. Good finish by the 6'7 Barlow, taking that mismatch. Bulldogs trail 27-16. Under 4 minutes to play in the first. Right wing, this is taken by Groves. Here's a long three for Boyce and scores! 2 consecutive threes for Jared Boyce. And the Rivier Raiders go up 30-16. Top of the key is Barlow. Hands it off to Threesbull. Threesbull on the drive. Jumper shot off the rim, no good. Ball rebounded, taken away. It's ripped in and taken there by Groves, and he hands it off and gives it off to Cade. Cade crossing half court. Cade slowing things down. Cade watched on defense by Harvey. Ran into by Roberts. Cade with a jumper, shot off the rim, no good. And the Bulldogs not back defensively, and a foul is called. The 15th foul against Brooklyn. We'll check the foul. It's going to be called against Barlow. That's his second. 3:18 to go, and that was in the act of shooting. So 2 free throws coming for Rivier. It will be taken by Jared Boyce. Boyce will line up for the first free throw. Shot is up. It's good. 31-16 Rivier, up 15 here. 3:18 to go in the first. McGill comes back in. He'll replace Zariq Harvey. Second free throw coming for Jared Boyce. Boyce lines up his second free throw. It's up, and it is good. 2 free throws for Boyce. It's 32-16 Rivier, their largest lead of the game so far. Crossing half court, this is Franz Depra. Right wing, it goes to Threesbull. Barlow, right low post, watched by Nestor Roberts. Barlow gets around the double team. McGill tried to put it home. He couldn't finish. Rebounded, taken by Boyce. Bumped into there and taking the ball past half court is is Groves. He fires for 3. Shot no good. Barlow the rebound, hands it off to Depra. Depra crossing half court. Depra down to McFadden, right wing. McFadden drives, kicks it out to the top for Depra. Depra kicks it back out of the top for Barlow. 2:45 to go in the first half. It's 32-16 Rivier. Driving inside, McGill lays it up, shot no good. Barlow tried to dunk it in, could not finish. We get a whistle, foul is called. And if this is on Barlow, that's his third. We'll check the foul. Bulldogs pick up their 16th foul, so now suddenly in danger of being in the penalty. Barlow picks up his third, and now the Bulldogs have to make a sub. And coming into the game for the first time for Brooklyn is Alton Kujak, the 6'3 guard out of Fort Hamilton High School. And bringing the ball up and crossing slowly over the court. And now bringing it over the half-court line is Bagidi. Bagidi drives inside, right wing. Bagidi, watched by McFadden. Good double team drawn. Ball is deflected out of bounds, last touch by Brooklyn. It will stay with Rivier. Rivier will inbound. Inbounding the ball. This is taken by Bagidi. Hands it off to the right wing for Cade. Cade kicks out the top for Bagidi. 2:13 to go. 7 to shoot for Rivier. Bagidi drives in. Throws it to Cade. Fires a long 3 off the rim. No good. The ball went off the hands. McFadden trying to fight for it. McFadden's got it. And he gives it out to Aaron Davis, who checked back in. And then fired it, but a little too far for Threesbull. And the Bulldogs could not take advantage of a fast break. They turn it over, and the ball goes back to Rivier with 1:59 left. Sub coming in for Rivier. And back in comes Devin Owens. He'll replace Groves, so he will take a seat. And now it's being taken across the half court by Bagidi. 1:52 to go. Bulldogs down 16. Bagidi, watched by McGill. Bagidi, top of the key, hands it off to Owens. Owens watched by Threesbull. Right wing it goes to Jared Boyce. Watched by McFadden. 10 seconds to shoot for Rivier. Top of the key it goes to Cade. Cade drives inside. Left wing. Here's a long 3 for Owens. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by McGill. McGill crossing half court. McGill trying to drive inside. Lost the ball. We got to fight for the loose ball. and it's taken by Nestor Roberts, and he hands it back off to Bagidi. Bagidi crossing half court. Bagidi lost it, kept alive. Bagidi fell on the ball. Fight for the loose ball, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession should go to Brooklyn, and it is going to go to Brooklyn. So good second effort by the Bulldogs to take that possession for themselves. They will take it with 1:14 to go, and it's going to be Kujak to inbound. Kujak getting ready to check in. And coming into the game is Raekwon Groves. Going to the bench will be Bagidi. And handing it off, this is Aaron Davis. Davis crossing half court. Davis looking for a little space. He's watched on defense by Cade. Davis drives it in. Here's Kujak, a three, a jumper shot, no good. Ball just not falling into the hoop for Brooklyn. We get a steal. Stays Brooklyn ball. I think it was last touch. Oh, a foul was called late. Okay. Foul was called against Owens. So a late foul was called, and that's going to put Rivier over the foul limit. That's their 10th foul, and 2 free throws coming for Stephon McGill. And the Bulldogs need these free throws here, trailing by 16. First free throw from McGill is no good. Second free throw coming. Coming in now is going to be Bagidi will come back in. He's going to replace Jared Groves, excuse me. Second free throw coming for McGill. Shot is up. It's good. McGill knocks down 1 out of 2. Bulldogs trail 32-17 with 1:01 to go in the first half. Crossing half court is Bagidi. Bagidi lays up the shot, no good. Rebound put home by Nestor Roberts, and Rivier goes back up 17. Under a minute to go. 48 seconds. Crossing half court is Aaron Davis. Davis kicks it out to the right wing for Kujak. Kujak takes a little jumper. Shot is off the rim, no good, and it's rebounded and taken by Jared Boyce. Taking possession now is Owens. Owens drives, lays it to Roberts, lays it up, shot no good. Kujak the rebound and gives it off to Thraisbull with under 30 seconds to go. Thraisbull looks for space. Thraisbull driving. Whistle, foul is called, and it will go against Owens. So that's another foul on Rivier. We'll check that foul. It should be on Owens, and it is. That's going to be his second. So foul number 2 on Owens. And Malik Dale is it looks like Harvey, is getting ready to check back in for Brooklyn. Free throw coming for Thraisbull. It's good. So the first one at the line, 34-18. Brooklyn trailing by 16 points. And coming back in is Raekwon Groves, and Owens will go to the bench and sit. Rivier can hold for the last shot should the Bulldogs make this free throw. Thraisbull fires it up and does not knock it down. It's rebounded by Rivier. They can hold for the final shot if they choose. Under 18 seconds, crossing half court is Bagidi. He'll hand it off to Cade. Cade will take his time. He's watched by McGill with 10 seconds. Cade, left wing, with 8 seconds. Here's a long three, and scored by Jared Boyce from downtown. 2 seconds, 1. Harvey fires. Shot counted! Does that count? I think it does. Yes, it does. Big jumper by Harvey right at the end of the half. So the Bulldogs trail 37-21. And for the Bulldogs, that's a pretty good answer to end that half. It was not a pretty half, but the Bulldogs ended on a good note. They trail 37-21 going into the second half. And we hope to get a word with Coach Barbosa if we could. We might have to wait till after the half. Looks like we're going to wait till after the half to get him. So right now, Bulldogs trail 37-21. It was a rough start early if you're Brooklyn. They fell behind by as much as 15-2. They did rally back to cut it to 6, but the Bulldogs were unable to hold off the run of Rivier from that point. So the Bulldogs you have to anticipate will have to come back with a little bit of a better extra effort in the second half. They had their chances, definitely the Bulldogs did, but a couple of bad turnovers, a couple of shots didn't fall in the rim the right way. And right now the Bulldogs find themselves down 16, and the Bulldogs need to come out with a stronger second half. They need to shut down Rivier's ability to attack the three-point ball early, And Rivier really burned the Bulldogs from downtown in this one in the first half, knocking down 6 attempts at the line. So the Bulldogs are going to have to figure out how to piece this together in the second half. Hopefully that three by Zariq Harvey at the closing minutes could be what turns this around for Brooklyn. Maybe can lead to a strong second half surge. But right now, the Bulldogs have a little work to do, and we're going to see what they come out with here in the second half. But right now, we'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll have Coach Barbosa to join us, and we'll preview the second half of this game. Back after this. You don't have to turn the camera. We can just leave the camera as it is. All right. Ready? All right. We are back with Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball here at the West Quad Gymnasium at the end of the first half. It's Rivier 37, the Brooklyn College Bulldogs 21. Jonathan Pariente here with you. You are watching Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. I have here the stats for the first half for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. And for Brooklyn, it was a bit rough. Bulldogs shot 7 of 32 from the field for just under 22%. Bulldogs were 2 of 5 from three-point range and 5 of 10 at the free throw line. Bulldogs did have 25 rebounds, with 12 of them being offensive rebounds. But struggling on the turnover side, the Bulldogs had 10 turnovers and just 3 assists. For Rivier, they were 13 of 37 at the line from the field, and 8 of 21 from three-point range, and 3 of 4 at the line, with 27 rebounds in the game early on. Rivier also only had 7 turnovers and had 8 steals. Leading the way for Rivier has been Jared Boyce with 14 points. He's been 4 of 5 from the field and 4 of 5 from downtown. 8 points for Odarius Cade. And then just, again, small scoring from everybody else off the bench. For Brooklyn College, it's been Zurique Harvey leading the way with 6 points. He had the big 3 buzzer beater just before the half. So he has 6 points. 4 points for Makai Barlow and 4 points for Gabriel Barker. Otherwise, the Bulldogs have just really struggled to get any points on the board against this Rivier defense, which is a very tough opponent in the early going. We also have the scores currently for the women's Bulldogs, who are playing at St. Joseph's Brooklyn. The women's Bulldogs lead 34-20 late in the third quarter against the St. Joseph's Brooklyn Bears. And the Bulldogs are looking to go to 3-1 on that game, and we will be following that game throughout this broadcast as we go. A reminder, fans, our next broadcast will be after the Thanksgiving break. The men's Bulldogs will be back here at home. They will be taking on the Ramapo College Roadrunners, a very tough team representing the NJAC Conference. And they defeated Farmingdale the other night, 87-82, giving them their first loss of the year. So that's going to be a very good matchup for Brooklyn, and we'll see how they match up with them. That match will be on the 27th of November. Women will be at Centenary College to take on the Centenary Cyclones. But back to the action we go. Brooklyn College back out there. Their starters back in, and it's going to be Rivier taking possession. Bulldogs are now going to be going from right to left. Rivier from left to right. Ball's off the rim, no good. Baptiste missed it. The ball is rebounded and taken by Stephon McGill. Right wing for Aaron Davis. Davis a jump shot off the front rim, no good. Rebound, could not quite get tipped in by McGill. Ball's deflected, kept by Owens. Bulldogs drawing a good double team there on the full court pressure. Almost stolen by Davis, but kept alive. And here's a long 3 off the rim, no good. Ball's taken by McGill, and McGill will cross half court. Bulldogs coming the other way with speed. Driving in, Thraisball lays it up and in. Good attack by the Bulldogs, and they trail 14 to start the second half. Driving the ball up, this is taken by Bagidi. He fires a shot, kicks it out to the right wing for Owens. Owens hands it off, we get a whistle, and an offensive foul is called against Rivier. First of the quarter, we'll check the foul, and it's on Devin Owens. That is his 3rd foul, and that's going to put him now at 3 fouls. And we'll see what Coach Glenn is wasting no time. He will take him out of the game. Coming back in is Raekwon Owens. So in just under a minute, 3 fouls called against Devin Owens, so he has to exit. And now coming in, Bulldogs will take possession, and it's Malik Dale handing it off to Aaron Davis. 19 minutes to go here in the second half. It's 37-23 Rivier. This is Aaron Davis handing it off to Barlow, left point, kicks it out to Thraisball. Thraisball attacking the post, fires a shot off the backboard, a little too strong, rebounded by Jean-Baptiste. Handing it off and taking the ball with it now is Groves. He'll hand it off now to Bagidi. Bagidi drives inside, kicks it out to Cade. Cade for 3, off the rim, no good, rebounded by Thraisball. Thraisball crossing half court. Thraisball looking for some space. 18.5 minutes to go. Thraisball to the right wing. It's taken by McGill. McGill looks for some room, hands it off to Malik Dale. Top of the key for Barlow. Barlow hands it off to Davis. 14 to shoot for Brooklyn. Davis fires a short jumper and scores. Good short jumper by Davis. And the Bulldogs trail 37-25. So 4 quick points for the Bulldogs right off the bat here in the second. Here's Bagidi. Bagidi, watched by Malik Dale. He almost just made it over the 10-second mark, just before 10. Begidi drives in, shot hangs on the rim, but no good. Rebounded by Thraisbull. Thraisbull gives it off to Aaron Davis. Davis takes another short jumper off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Cade. So good look there for Davis, just could not get it to fall. Cade drives it in off the hands of Thraisbull. Good deflection out of bounds. That was looking for Groves. And with 17:43 to play, Bulldogs will go back on defense, and driving it in is Jean-Baptiste. Will hand it off to O'Darius Cade. Cade kicks it out to Owens. Kicks out to Groves. Left wing for Begidi. Now hands it off to Jared Boyce. Boyce, good defense being applied by Malik Dale. Boyce tries a three. Shot is no good. Rebounded, deflected to Barlow, and Barlow will hand it off to Aaron Davis. Davis crossing half court. He'll swing it over to the right wing for McGill. McGill hands it off to Malik Dale at the right corner. Now to Barlow. Hands it back to Dale. Dale looks for some space. Dale drives. Shot off the rim. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Jean-Baptiste. It's handed off to Cade. Cade watching by Davis. Cade drives in. Shot is off the rim. No good. Jean-Baptiste tries a shot. No good off the rim, but a foul is called. Bulldogs will get called for their first, and it will be on McGill. That's going to be his first. And the Bulldogs will now pay for that transgression. 2 free throws coming up for Rivier. Jean-Baptiste will take them. So Rivier has only gone to the line 4 times, 3 out of 4 at the line. And that shot from Baptiste is no good. Second free throw coming. 17:04 remaining here in the second half. Bulldogs trailing by 12. Second free throw coming for Jean-Baptiste. Jean-Baptiste fires up the shot, and it's good. So 1 out of 2 at the line. And a timeout is called by Rivier. 38-25 in favor of the Raiders. Bulldogs trailing by 13, but you like the start the Bulldogs have come out to in the second half. They came out strong, quickly attacking the paint, and the Bulldogs definitely sprung a little energy into the crowd in the early going. Now you have to see if the Bulldogs can keep that momentum going here in the second half. As the women's Bulldogs right now are ahead of St. Joseph's. Some history in the making in progress in that game. If Erica James scores 15 points tonight, she will reach 1,000 career points, as only very few Bulldogs have done. So for Erica James to be in that company will be quite an impressive accomplishment. And we will be following the women's Bulldogs game against St. Joseph's Brooklyn throughout. Right now it was 34-20 women's Bulldogs late in the third quarter. We'll be checking in with you on that game. Fans, a reminder, immediately next week, following the Thanksgiving break, the men and women's Bulldogs will play a home and away series on the same day. The men will be here at home against the Ramapo College Roadrunners here from the West Quad. The women will travel to Hackettstown, New Jersey to take on the Centenary University Cyclones, a very tough school up there in the NJAC conference. Ramapo, of course, ended Farmingdale's undefeated streak, beating them 87-82. That was a close game that went down to the wire for Farmingdale. So the Bulldogs will definitely be facing a very tough Roadrunners team come next week. But we're back to the action here at the West Quad, and here taking possession right now is Malik Dale. 16:55 to go in the game. Barlow had the ball almost stripped from him. He kept it alive, just barely. Barlow getting harassed on the double team. We got a jump ball. There was a foul called in the scramble. Yeah, Jean-Baptiste got called, got a little too aggressive. Thought a jump ball was going to get called, but instead Baptiste got called for the foul. So that actually does help Brooklyn. That's a good break for the Bulldogs. And that puts Rivier into early foul trouble. So 2 quick fouls already by Rivier. And the Bulldogs looking to take advantage. Here's Thraisbull, watched on defense by Groves. And here's a long 3 attempt, and it's no good. It was an air ball from Harvey. But right back to get the layup and put it home was Stephon McGill. And the Bulldogs trail 11, 38-27. Handing it off is Begidi. Begidi now crossing half court. Begidi watched on defense by McGill. Begidi tries to get around McGill. Hands it off to Cade. Top of the key, Cade watched by McGill. 15 to shoot for Rivier. Right wing, it's Begidi. Begidi watched by Barlow. In goes Baptiste, fires a floater and scores. And Rivier goes back up 13. 16-10 to go. 40-27 lead. Aaron Davis, top of the key, Barlow. Left wing it goes for Thraisbull. Thraisbull drives inside. Thraisbull with a jumper off the rim, no good. We got a whistle, foul is called. It will be against Rivier. We'll check the foul. And that's on Groves. So that's foul number 2 on Raekwon Groves. And 2 free throws coming for Serge Thraisbull. First free throw's up, and it's no good. Bulldogs have had their chances at the line tonight, but have not been able to capitalize successfully on many of these opportunities. Bulldogs are only 5 of 11 at the line. Second free throw coming for Thraisbull. Shot is up, and it's good. 6 of 12 at the line are the Bulldogs. They trail 40-28. Inbounding the ball and taking it now is Bagidi on the pass from Groves. Bagidi crossing half court, watched on defense by Malik Dale. Right wing it goes to Groves. Far right wing for Cade. Cade watched on defense by McGill. Top of the key, it's taken there by Bagidi. Bagidi drives in. Bagidi now looking for space. He'll take a jump shot off the rim, no good. Rebound, kept alive and taken by McGill. McGill lost the ball. Somehow McGill fell on it, but then he lost it back. And it's taken by Boyce. He'll fire for 3 and scores. Got the friendly roll off the rim, and Rivier goes right back up 15 just as the Bulldogs were building momentum. It's Davis handing it off. The ball was, I thought that ball was deflected off the foot, but it was thrown wildly out of bounds, and it's back to Rivier ball. We get a timeout by Brooklyn. So very quickly the momentum swings in favor back of Rivier. And again, another dagger 3 by Jared Boyce. He has been knocking down the 3 ball tonight with 17 points in this game. And with 15:19 to go, Rivier leads 43-28. Fans, you're watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball here on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. I'm Jonathan Pariente, calling this game solo with you here tonight. Pat Brown will be back to join me next week when the men's Bulldogs come back home and play their next game against the Ramapo Roadrunners. That game will be on the 27th of November. Actually, Pat will call that game solo next week. I will not be here for that. But here we are, the Bulldogs building some momentum. They started off the quarter strong, but a couple turnovers, and then Rivier not answered back with a couple of big buckets, including a big 3 just now by Jared Boyce, and they lead by 15 at the current moment. So for Brooklyn, you still have to make the adjustments. You like the way they've come out to start the quarter. Now you got to keep that pressure going. And again, you've got to force Rivier into foul trouble, which the Bulldogs have done a good job of so far. So already 14 fouls have been called against Rivier, and a couple of their players are in early foul trouble, with Owens at 3 fouls and Groves at 2. And now it will be Rivier to take the inbound, and Groves will be waiting for it, and he hands it off. Rivier will have to go the length of the court. Bulldogs applying a full court pressure, and the ball is taken by Cade. And Cade has to get over the half-court line, and he does. He gets it over to Groves. Groves drives in. Here's a long 3 for Cade, and scores! The 3 ball continuing to rain for the Rivier Raiders. That's their 10th 3 of the game, and they lead 46-28. So now the lead back up to 18. Left wing, this is McGill. McGill, top of the key. McGill trying to find some space, gives it to Thraisbull. Top of the key is McGill. McGill drives in. Shot is off the rim, no good. Thraisbull gets the rebound. Thraisbull tries to lay it up, shot no good. Ball deflected out of bounds, last touched by Rivier. 14:41 remaining here in the second half. 46-28 Raiders. Bulldogs will inbound. Malik Dale will hand it off to Thraisbull. Thraisbull, top of the key, left wing for Aaron Davis. Far left wing McGill. McGill looking, down low to Davis. Davis had an open shot. He could not get it to fall, and now Davis has to scramble. 2 seconds. Gets that shot off, no good. Rebounded by Rivier, and that was just a blown play as Davis froze, didn't know what to do with the ball for a moment, and he couldn't make the shot. Bagidi drives, lays it up and in, and Rivier now goes up by 20 points with 14:06 to go. Crossing half court is Aaron Davis. Top of the key, Barlow. Left wing for Thraisbull. Thraisbull drives in. Inside jump shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Rivier. Jean-Baptiste hands it off and taken by Cade. Cade right wing. He drives inside. Cade gives it off to Baptiste. Layup is no good. Rebounded, and it goes to Malik Dale. Dale kicks it out to the right wing for McGill. McGill driving inside. Lays it up and in. Count it, and a foul. Good effort by McGill to finish that shot, and he'll go to the line. We'll check the foul on Rivier. It's going to be on Jared Boyce. That's foul number 1 on. Third foul on Boyce. Baptiste is coming out. Bulldogs will make a sub. Nesta Roberts comes in. Bulldogs are going to make some subs. Davis, Barlow, and Thraseville will sit. In will come Kujak, McFadden, and Zarik Harvey. So the Bulldogs making a 3-for-3 sub. 13:36 to go, and now for the and one shot for McGill. Shot is off the rim, no good. So the Bulldogs trail 48-30. Bulldogs 6 of 13 at the line. Bringing the ball past court, this is Bagidi now. Bagidi watched by McGill. Here's a long shot from Boyce. Shot is no good. That's only the second shot he's missed from downtown tonight. Ball deflects out of bounds. Last touch by Rivier. It's Brooklyn ball. 13:22 to play. And crossing half court now, this is Zarik Harvey. Harvey hands it off to Kujak. Kujak gives it off to McFadden, and we get a whistle. Foul is called. We'll check the foul. 13:13 to go. It's 48-30 Rivier. McFadden will inbound. He'll hand it off to Kujak. Kujak, top of the key for McFadden. Kujak drives inside. He'll take a little jumper. Off the rim, no good. Just Kujak not been able to get these bounces into the net. The ball's just been rattling in and out. Ball's taken now by Bagidi. Left wing for Boyce. The shot is off the rim, no good. Nesta Roberts was able to hustle to the rebound. 12:48 to go. 17 to shoot. Driving inside is Cade. Shot is up. Count it, and a foul as that shot falls in, and it's 50-30 Rivier. We'll check the foul on Brooklyn. It's going to be their first. So already 5 fouls. Kujak gets called for the foul. 12:44 remaining in the second half. Shot is up and the free throw is good. And we get a timeout called by Rivier as the Bulldogs trail by 21. This is their largest deficit of the game. Bulldogs trail 51-30 right now, and hopefully we'll see if they can find a way to rally in this one. But right now it's been all Rivier here in the second half. Right now the Bulldogs just have not been able to finish. And then Rivier has answered the other way, and it's been Boyce knocking down threes. The three ball has been the biggest culprit for the Bulldogs here tonight. They have been struggling to knock down a three, and Rivier has knocked down 10 on their end of the court, which has amounted for 30 of their 51 points. Immediately, fans, this is the Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball you are watching on YouTube.com. Jonathan Pariente calling this game solo for you from the West Quad Gymnasium with 12:44 in the second. Now the Bulldogs, the good thing they've done is forced Rivier to get into early foul trouble. So already 12 minutes left. And Rivier has already committed 5 fouls, so they're 2 away from being in the penalty. But the Bulldogs have not been able to capitalize on some of the free opportunity points that they could have knocked down. There were some baskets the Bulldogs could have had. They passed up, had some free throws that could have fallen, and this could be a very different game. Had a few baskets rolled the Bulldogs' way. But back to the action here. It's Kujak. Malik Dale takes a jumper and scores. Malik Dale knocks it down, and the Bulldogs trail 51-32, 12:25 to go. Here is Cade. Cade being watched on defense by Zarik Harvey. Cade to the right wing. It's taken by Boyce. Boyce watched by McFadden. Boyce hands it off to Nesta Roberts. He takes a jump shot off the backboard and in. What a shot by the big man, Nesta Roberts. And Rivier goes back up 21. Harvey hands it off to McGill. McGill out to Kujak. Kujak looks for space. Kujak Gets it out to McFadden. McFadden with 15 to shoot. McFadden drives in. He gets it inside to Kujak. Shot is blocked. And the ball's taken by Cade. Back is Malik Dale. Cade drives in and scores. And Rivier goes up 23 with 11:40 to go. Harvey crossing half court. Handing it off to Kujak. Kujak to McFadden. McFadden looking. Dribbles around to Kujak. Kujak right wing for McGill. McGill top of the key for Harvey. Left wing for McFadden. He fires for three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Rivier. Here is Cade. Right wing it goes. Cade keeps possession now at the far right corner. Cade kicks it out to the right wing. Now Cade moves inside of the left wing. Lays it up. Shot no good. Rebound by Harvey. And a hard foul as he was knocked to the ground. And Rivier's going to get called for their 6th team foul. Harvey took a hard shot. Nestor Roberts got called for that. 6th team foul on Rivier. Bulldogs will make another 3-player sub. Out will come Malik Dale. Out will come Kujak. And out will go McGill. In comes Lukman Ahmed. In comes Barker. And Barker will take the inbound pass. Yeah, so it's going to be Ahmed and Barker only coming in. All right, so 2 for 2. Dribbling the ball past half court, this is Zarik Harvey. 11 minutes to go in the game. Bulldogs down 55-32. Here is McFadden handing it off down to Ahmed. He lost the ball. Ahmed got it back, but then he lost it again. And now it's taken away. Driving and laying it up and can't put it on, but Baptiste right there. Groves back to lay it up and in. And Rivier goes up 57-32, now up by 25. And now the Bulldogs, the game is starting to get away from Brooklyn. Another turnover by Harvey. Dribbling up past half court is Cade. Driving it in, laying it up, and scoring is Raquan Groves. And Rivier up by 27 with 10:29 to go here in the second half. And this game has started to get away from Brooklyn College. Bulldogs were trailing by 16, and Rivier has blown this game open now, and the Bulldogs at the halfway point almost of the second quarter. You have to begin to wonder, are the Bulldogs running ahead of time to make a comeback in this game? And this has been the story for the Bulldogs in the first 5 games. They struggle to play clean 2 halves. It's been either they play one good half and struggle in the second, or if they fall behind too early, it's hard for them to come back. You can't. It's very hard to play a basketball game in an uphill battle every single game. You never want to be trailing by more than a 2-possession game when a game gets out of hand like this. Then you start rushing shots. You start trying to take the big shot to stop the run, and then you throw up a bad shot, and then the other team takes advantage the other way. So Brooklyn now has to really figure things out here, down 59-32 with 10:29 to go here in the second half. Bulldogs' next game, for all you listening at home, will be against Ramapo College. That will be next week here at the West Quad on November 27th. Pat Brown will have coverage of that game, and we hope you'll join us on youtube.com for that. Want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving here at the West Quad Gymnasium. We thank you for spending your pre-holiday of Thanksgiving here with us. Brooklyn College men's Bulldogs trailing 59-32 to Rivier. And we're back to the action here as the Bulldogs will take possession. Here is McFadden kicking it out to Thraisbull, watched on defense by Groves. Thraisbull lays it up off the backboard and in, and the Bulldogs trail 59-34. Ahmed back on defense, watched by Bagidi. Bagidi throws it inside to Cade left wing. Cade drives in, kicks it out. Here's Owens, top of the key. Left wing for Bagidi, fires for 3. Shot no good off the rim. It's rebounded by Zarik Harvey. Harvey crossing half court. Harvey driving inside. Ball's deflected off the hands of Cade, out of bounds. 9:51 to go. Ball remains Brooklyn College's. And here is Barker. Barker drives. And now to McFadden. McFadden fires a shot for 3. That was a 3 for Harvey. Shot's no good. We get a whistle, and a loose ball foul is called. It's going to go against Rivier. We'll check the foul. That's going to be their 7th foul. So here we are already in with 9:38 to go. And Nestor Roberts is going to get called for this. That's his 2nd. And now 2 free throws, and now 1-and-1 coming for Gabriel Barker. And he's looking to knock down 2 shots. First free throw's up, and it's no good. Bulldogs trying to get the rebound, and Rivier comes away with it. Rivier brings it up, and now it's Bagidi. Bagidi watched by Thraseball. Bagidi drives into the left wing. Bagidi hands it off to the right for Groves. Groves kicks it out to the far left by Bagidi. Now to Cade. Cade watched by McFadden. Cade looks for space. Cade on the dribble. 8 to shoot for Rivier. Cade kicks out. The ball's deflected, but back to Cade. 4 seconds to shoot. Cade drives. One-handed shot. Can't quite put it home. Cade almost did that. A beautiful acrobatic move by himself. Could not finish. Rebounded by Thraseball. Thraseball drives, lays it up, shot good, counted, and a foul, a blocking foul against Rivier, and that might be what the Bulldogs need. So Thraseball will get the basket. I believe they're going to wave. Are they going to count the basket, or are they going to wave it off? No, they're going to count it. They're going to count the basket and the foul. And that's foul number 3 on Nestor Roberts. He will come out of the game. So that's 8 fouls now on Rivier with just under 9 minutes to play. Boyce is going to come back in. He will replace Raekwon Groves. And now 2 free throws coming for, and now a 1-and-1. Yeah, 1 free throw for Thraseball to complete the 3-point play. Shot is off the rim. No good. Davis gets the rebound. We got a whistle. Another foul called against Rivier. And that's going to be on Owens. That's foul number 4 on Owens. So now 9 fouls. So Rivier is really starting now to shoot themselves in the foot with these fouls. And you're allowing the Bulldogs to get more opportunities at the line to take points off the board. Going to the bench is Owens. Into the game now comes Raekwon Groves. Free throw coming for Aaron Davis. For Luqman Ahmed. Luqman Ahmed will line up for his free throw. Shot is up, and it's good. 1 out of 2. First one at the line, good. One more foul. Rivier is over the foul limit with 8:56 to play. Bulldogs trail 59-37. Second free throw coming for Luqman Ahmed. Shot is up, and Ahmed knocks down 2. Bulldogs trail 59-38 with 8:56 to go. Groves inbounds it and hands it off to Bagidi. Bagidi with a good double team by the Bulldogs. We get a whistle. Foul is called on Brooklyn. I didn't see too much contact there. I thought the Bulldogs just did a good defensive stop. McFadden gets called for that. It's going to be his 2nd foul. Just the 3rd team foul for Brooklyn. So again, good job by the Bulldogs holding off on the fouls in the first half of this one. Bringing up the ball, Bagidi. Watched on defense by McFadden. McFadden is going to get called for a foul. And again, McFadden didn't look like he did much of anything. He was just trying to steal the ball. And now all of a sudden, 2 very ticky-tack calls have gone against Brooklyn. That's the 3rd foul on David McFadden. 4th team foul on Brooklyn in just 8 seconds. Cade brings it up past half court. Cade looking. Cade watched by McFadden. McFadden has to be very careful not to pick up another foul. Kicks it out to the left wing. Driving inside Groves. Here's a short jumper off the rim, no good. That shot was by Joe Melvin. That's his first action in this game. And the ball's stolen away. It's taken back by Cade, right wing. Here's Boyce for 3 and scores. And just like that, another 3 for Rivier. That's their 11th 3 of the game. And they now lead 62-38. 8:12 to go in the second half. Top of the key, Barker. Left wing for Luqman Ahmed. Ahmed looks for space. Ahmed hands it off to the right wing. It's taken there by McFadden. McFadden drives, jump shot, rolls in and out, rebounded by Melvin. Crossing half court is Bagidi. Bagidi, watched by McFadden, and there's a knock into, and that's going to be an offensive charge, and that's going to put Rivier at 10 fouls. Bagidi gets called for the charge. Just the first foul on Bagidi. But since that occurred on an offensive charge, it will not be free throws, but it will be Bulldogs ball. But now every foul from here by Rivier will be free throws at the line for Brooklyn College. 7:46 to go. And now it's Harvey crossing half court. 7:42 to go, 62-38 Rivier. Left wing Barker, inside to Thraisball. Down low to Ahmed. Ahmed blocked on the shot, another foul is called. And that's going to be Melvin getting called for this. Melvin picks up his first. And O'Darius Cade is letting the officials hear it with some of these fouls. He's not happy with the fouls being called in favor of Brooklyn right now. But it is what it is for Brooklyn. They'll get free throws, and Luke Ahmed will take them. First free throw's up, and it is no good. Been a lot of that rolling in and out of the rim for Brooklyn. Just looks like the shot is half down, and it doesn't fall all the way through. Second free throw coming for Ahmed. Shot is up, and it's good. 1 out of 2 at the line for Ahmed. Bulldogs trail 62-39 with 7:35 to play. Groves will hand it off. It's taken by Bagidi. Bagidi crossing half court, right wing to Cade. Now far right corner for Boyce. Right wing for Cade. Cade drives inside, kicks it back out to Bagidi, top of the key. 17 to shoot for Rivier. Top of the key, well watched by McFadden. Try to do a little flop there on McFadden's whistle, and now McFadden's going to get called for the blocking foul, and that's going to be foul number 4 on McFadden. And that puts the Bulldogs at 5 team fouls. And now Bulldogs have to make a decision. As McFadden's going to stay in this game. Cannot afford to pick up another or he's out of the game. Melvin drives it inside. Lost the ball. Bulldogs tried to steal it, could not. Right wing, it's taken by Cade. 10 to shoot. Cade drives. Shifty move, can't finish. It's taken by Zurich Harvey. Harvey crossing the half-court line. Right wing to Ahmed. Ahmed drives inside. We get a whistle. Foul is called against Rivier. We'll check the foul. It's going to be against Bagidi again. So 2 free throws coming for Lukman Ahmed. 6:56 to go. And right now the free throws have to be the Bulldogs' best friend right now, slowing things down, stalling the game a little bit more and taking less time off the clock. Free throw from Ahmed is good. Bulldogs trail 62-40. Just under 7 minutes to play. Ahmed will line up for his second shot. Takes his time, free throws up, and it is good. 2 free throws for Ahmed. Bulldogs trail 62-41. And bringing the ball up, getting around that double team was Bagidi. Got it to Groves, right wing for Boyce, and wide open. Melvin can't dunk it in, but right back to put it home was Groves. Are they going to wave that shot off, though? Yeah, they're going to wave it off as Melvin was hanging on the rim trying to dunk it, and then a rebound shot came after it, but it will not count because of him hanging the rim. So the basket doesn't count. That's considered a turnover, and it's Brooklyn College ball. Good break for the Bulldogs. You'll take it any way you get them. Harvey will get it inside to Barker. Barker on the drive, lays it up, can't put it home. Another whistle, another foul is called. It's on Jean-Baptiste. That's foul number 2 on Jean-Baptiste. So 2 free throws coming for Gabriel Barker. 6:36 to go. Free throw is up, and it's good. Bulldogs trail by 20. Slowly are the Bulldogs beginning to make a rally. Slowly. Second free throw could put this under 20 points. Second free throw coming for Barker. Shot is up and knocks down 2. So the Bulldogs 4 for 4 on their last 2 attempts on their last 2 trips at the line. Bringing the ball up. It's taken there by Bagidi. It hands it off to Cade. Left wing, it's taken by Groves. Top of the key for Bagidi. 6:24 to go. 62-43 Rivier. Top of the key Bagidi. Left wing Cade. Drives it inside. Baptiste gets the floater off the front and the rim and in. And big shot by Jean-Baptiste, and the Bulldogs trail by 21. 6:10 to go. It's Harvey. Back to Barker. Back to Harvey, right wing. Harvey firing for a long 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Harvey. He gets the ball back, and another foul is called on Rivier. That's on Groves. That will be his 3rd. And Rivier now really slowly but surely, Rivier's beginning to is shooting themselves in the foot with these fouls. So Rivier has committed over 24 fouls in this game today. Yes, maybe if some of the fouls been a little close calls on some, probably, but Bulldogs will take these fouls any way you get them. Daniel Wundy comes into the game now for Rivier. Groves will sit. Wundy, a 6'3 freshman out of Seattle, Washington. Free throw is good for Zarik Harvey. It's 64-44. Bulldogs trailing by 20. And a chance to once again bring it under 20 points. Harvey knocks it down. So the Bulldogs, 6 out of 6 now on their last 3 free throw attempts at the line. 3 trips. Driving in is Bagidi, right wing. Here's Wundy for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Barker. Barker will hand it off to McFadden. And now the Bulldogs, can they make a little run here? Under 6 minutes. Barker, left wing for Thraisball. Thraisball trying to get around the defensive Cade. Thraisball fires up a shot, got the friendly roll, and now the Bulldogs down 17. So the Bulldogs have shaved off this deficit. They're starting to make their run. 5:30 to go. Cade to the left wing for Bagidi. Driving it inside. This is Jean-Baptiste. The ball's stolen, taken away by Brooklyn. Thraisball crosses half court. Bulldogs trying to close the gap a little more. Thraisball out to Harvey. Harvey kicks it out to Thraisball. Right corner, Thraisball drives, lays it up and scores! And now Thraisball puts it home, and the Bulldogs down 15. It's 64-49, 5:08 to go. Bulldogs starting to cook a little bit now here in the final 5 minutes. Can they make an improbable comeback for their first win of the year? Starting to feel like the momentum is swinging toward the Bulldogs, slowly but surely. You know, I can remember my first year calling a game here at the Quad in 2011. The Bulldogs were down 7 points with under 6 seconds to play. And if I told you somehow the Bulldogs found a way to win that game down 7 with 6 seconds, you probably would have thought I was crazy. But no, in reality, it did happen. The Bulldogs did come back to beat York in that game back in 2011. And it was one of those my first games where I really got to experience the thrill of this atmosphere playing in the Quad, and just, you know, when the crowd gets behind you, you feed off of it throughout the game. And the Bulldogs are now starting to feed off of that here as they're only trailing by 15. There's still some time left. And now it's going to be Wundy to inbound, and good defense being applied. Bulldogs putting full court pressure, which you got to love. Ball's coming in. Down low, Baptiste scores. And the Bulldogs, you know, that was understandable. The Bulldogs were playing that full court pressure to try to get a turnover. Now they trail 17. McFadden's going to fire for 3 and scores! Big 3 for McFadden. And now the Bulldogs trail by 14. It's 66-52. 4:50 to go. And again, I told you those fouls were going to play a role. You get Rivier into the foul trouble. Now they can't defend as easily as you like. Now they have to play a little less aggressive on defense. And now the Bulldogs are taking advantage of those open shots. Shots that were not falling early in the first half. But slowly now the Bulldogs beginning to creep back into this. And I hope for many folks watching, could this be an improbable comeback? It's starting to feel like it a little bit here, and there's still time. Fans, you are watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. Jonathan Pariente on the microphone here with you, calling this game solo tonight. Bulldogs trying to get their first win of the season, and the ball deflected out of bounds. It's Brooklyn ball, another good turnover forced by Thraisball. Momentum has completely swung towards Brooklyn now, as Rivier looks a little out of sorts. And the Bulldogs are beginning to close this gap a little bit. Driving it back out is Barker. 4:45 to go. Hands it off to Thraisball. Thraisball drives. Oh, lost the ball, but a foul is called. Bagidi gets whistled for this. And that's going to be more free throws. That's why it was so key the Bulldogs forced Rivier to get into foul trouble early, and now those free throws are beginning to loom big now as the Bulldogs have knocked down 6 of them in a row. Another subs coming in. Michael Mason getting ready to check in for Rivier, and he's in there to replace Bagidi. Free throw is no good. That ends 6 straight made in a row by the Bulldogs. And right now, you want to be knocking every free throw you can. These are not going to always be at a premium in these games. You got to knock them down. Free throw number 2 is good. Bulldogs are down 13. 4:41 to go, and the ball's stolen by Harvey. And the Bulldogs get it back. Ahmed lays it up, can't quite put it home. Thraisball tries to fight for it. And he's fouled again. Oh, the Bulldogs playing with fight now. You gotta love it. And now you're seeing Rivier. They look completely out of sorts right now. And they're trying to calm each other down. I don't think even Rivier can believe what's going on. And the Bulldogs are beginning to rally. And 2 more free throws coming for Thraisball. First free throw's up, and it is no good. Ahmed telling Thraisball, take your time, don't rush the shot, take your time. Second free throw's up, and it's good. Bulldogs down by just 12 with 4:31 to go. Inbounding the ball, and another turn up. Bulldogs force it out of bounds. It's going to be Rivier ball. Oh, Bulldogs again. Rivier's just getting caught napping out there as they're inbounding the basketball, and now the Bulldogs are playing with a little bit of an extra edge here. You gotta love it. Now you have to say how big were those threes that Rivier made early on looking now. Cade crossing half court slowly. He's got to get over with. He just made it over before 10 seconds. Cade will get it past Ahmed. Now Cade makes his move. Cade kicks to Baptiste. And the ball is loose. It's taken. Cade kept it alive. 10 seconds. Cade takes a shot off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Harvey. 4:05 to go. Harvey crossing half court. Harvey tries to make a move inside. Lays it up and in. And the Bulldogs are down 10. 3:56 to go. Bulldogs closing the gap. It's Wundy inbounding it. Wundy will inbound it over to Mason. Mason to Baptiste. Shot is up, and it falls through. Good friendly roll for Baptiste, and that breaks the Bulldogs' run, but they're only down 12. Bulldogs are right back in this game. Right wing is Thraisball. Thraisball driving. Shot is off the rim, no good. Barker gets to the rebound. Harvey, right wing for Ahmed. McFadden for 3. Bang! McFadden knocks it down! The Bulldogs are down 9! Oh my goodness, what a turnaround! The crowd beginning to get into it. I'm getting into it. It's 3:18 to go. Bulldogs down 68-59. Oh baby, this crowd that was silent for more than half of the game is now coming alive as the Bulldogs have suddenly closed the gap to just 9. And now you feel like there's still time. The Bulldogs might have a run in them. We could be witnessing a classic right here at the Quad tonight if the Bulldogs can complete this comeback. Remember, the Bulldogs in this quarter were down by as much as 27. All right, go back to that, 27. The Bulldogs were trailing. So it was 62-35. Bulldogs have gone on a 27-6 run since. And here the Bulldogs are, down just 9 points with 3:18 to go. And suddenly now the Bulldogs are beginning to believe. Now the crowd's beginning to believe. If the Bulldogs can make this comeback, it will be one of the most amazing comebacks in the history of these broadcasts. And we have seen some epic comebacks by the Bulldogs in the past. We've seen some epic performances here at the Quad in the past. And the crowd is starting to feel it, and the Bulldogs are beginning to feel it as well. But right now, Rivier will take possession. Daniel Wundy will inbound the ball. Wundy looking for space. Wundy will inbound, and the ball's overthrown. No call. Bulldogs get it back. Thraisball. McFadden out to Ahmed. Ahmed spin around. Shot is blocked. Ahmed gets it back. McFadden, right wing Thraisball. Thraisball driving. Kicks it out. Harvey, top of the key, slows it down. Harvey for 3. Bang! Another 3! Zariq Harvey knocks it down, and the Bulldogs are down 6. Under 3 minutes to go. Left wing Wundy, he fires for 3 and scores. Right back came Wundy with a 3 of his own. And if you're Rivier, that was a timely 3, but the Bulldogs have come alive. Another 3 for Harvey. Off the rim, no good. And the ball's taken back by Cade. The Bulldogs, you love the effort in the second half. The Bulldogs have made this a ball game now. But time is beginning to tick. 2:25 to go. Here is Cade. He's taking his time. He's not going to rush it. Cade will bring it up. Cade right wing. Another three by Wundy. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebounded, though, by Mason. Kept alive. Right wing. 16 to shoot for Rivier, and that's a big offensive rebound with 2:05 to go. Driving it up, this is Cade. Cade, Thraisville, he ran into him, no call, and Cade misses that shot. Another rebound by Mason. And again, Rivier resets the clock and more time running. And we had a whistle, and a foul is called against Thraisville. Well, for the Bulldogs, that was a foul to give. That's only 6 fouls, but one more puts them in the penalty. Second foul against Thraisville, and it's going to be Daniel Wundy to inbound the ball here. Wundy will inbound. He hands it off to Cade. Cade left wing for Boyce. 17 to shoot. Right wing, top of the key. This is taken by Cade. Cade drives. Shot is up, and it is good. And Rivier goes back up 11. The Bulldogs close this gap to 6, but Rivier with 2 very big baskets and a couple of big offensive rebounds have lengthened the lead back. Barker thought about a 3, did not take it. Thraisville will hand it off with 1:20. Thraisville lost the handle on it for a moment, but got it back to Harvey. Harvey drives, lays it up. Shot is good. Bulldogs trail by 9 again, 73-64. Now the Bulldogs have to maybe start fouling to try to hope Rivier misses free throws, and they do. A double dribble was called against Rivier. It's Brooklyn ball, 1:05 to go. Bulldogs still have a chance. Down 9, 1:05 left. Well, now we're beginning to see this edge the Bulldogs had in the Virginia series, and now they're beginning to really showcase it here. Barker, left wing for Thraisville. Download a big fan, and he scores! Bulldogs down 7. But now the Bulldogs have to start fouling. Under a minute to go. Bringing the ball up is Cade. Cade shoved Ahmed with his hand, but keeps possession. Bulldogs have to start thinking about a foul here. They hand it off to Jean-Baptiste. Left wing, it's Boyce for 3, and he scores! And that could be the dagger as the Rivier Raiders go up 10. And again, those timely threes that Rivier has been hitting all night. And right when the Bulldogs were closing the gap, and Rivier goes up 10 with 40.5 to play. Right now the Bulldogs, you know you're in foul trouble. You know the Rivier Raiders are in foul trouble, so if you want to force their hand at fouls and maybe try to get and one shots, you don't want to be taking threes. There's still time. You don't want to rush any shots, but time is beginning to run on the Bulldogs here. And what you have to respect, the Bulldogs are playing with some energy in the second half that you have to love. Bulldogs were outscored by 16 in the first half, have closed the gap to 10 here in the second. As the women's Bulldogs are closing in on a victory, they're about to defeat St. Joseph's tonight. And now driving it up the court. And we get a foul. Yep, foul's called on Baptiste. That did eat up about 7 seconds. And Nesta Roberts is going to check back in for Rivier. 2 free throws for Zarique Harvey to try to cut the deficit to 8. But the Bulldogs right now are going to have to foul and hope Rivier misses free throws. First free throw's up from Harvey. It's good. Bulldogs trail by 9, 33 seconds. Jean-Baptiste will go to the bench. Back in comes Nesta Roberts. Second free throw coming for Zarique Harvey. Shot is up, and it's no good. Ahmed trying to fight for the rebound, cannot get to it. It's taken by Wundy. Wundy will hand it off to Cade. Bulldogs not fouling, and time is running. Now they do foul. Thraisville gets called for it with 25 seconds left. And now a 1-and-1 coming for Rivier. That's the Bulldogs' 7th team foul. You like the effort by the Bulldogs. They came out fighting in the second half. But unless a miracle happens, it might be a little too late. So the Bulldogs will have to wait another day to get their first win of the year, as 2 free throws are coming for Odarius Cade. Lines up the shot, and it is good on the 1-and-1. The first shot of the 1-and-1. Rivier goes back up 10. Franz Depper will check back in. He replaces Gabriel Barker. Second free throw coming for Odarius Cade. Cade lines up his second shot, and it is good. Rivier goes up by 11, and now Harvey will take it with 22 seconds. Harvey drives inside the right low post, lays it up, can't finish. Whistle, ball's deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Brooklyn with 17.7 seconds to play. And it will be Ahmed who will inbound it. Thraisbull with 16 seconds. Out to McFadden. He fires for three. Off the rim, no good. Harvey rebounds, lays it up, and scores. Bulldogs trail 78-69. Timeout by Brooklyn with 10.2 to play. For the Bulldogs, a strong effort in the second half. Unfortunately, just not quite enough as Rivier knocked down a couple of threes late in the game as the Bulldogs almost came back. But for the Bulldogs, they're going to drop to 0-6 on the year. Rivier will go to 4-1. But for the Bulldogs, a lot of positives to take from this game. Now it's just a matter of can they do that. If they can play like they did in the second half, as they did in the first, this team could hang with anyone. I think it's right there. If the Bulldogs can play with that same energy that they're bringing out here in the second half, what a difference it could make for an entire game. But right now for the Bulldogs, it's going to be back to the drawing boards for right now, as the Bulldogs have to still search for some answers as they go into their next game. Following the Thanksgiving break, they will take on the Ramapo Roadrunners. .2 to go here in this game. We thank you so much for watching. I'm Jonathan Pariente, wishing everybody here a very happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving break is coming up this week. The men will be playing here at the Quad next week on November 27th against the Ramapo Roadrunners. Game will be we'll give you the time of that game for next week when we do in a moment. But right now it's going to be Rivier to inbound. And it's going to be Boyce. He inbounds it to Wundy. Wundy gets fouled. Ahmed will get called for it. That's going to be the 8th team foul. So right now all the Bulldogs can do right now is hope Rivier misses free throws at the line. Bulldogs are down 9 points with 9.1 to go. So Mason will go to the line for free throws. Ramapo game will be at 7 p.m. on Monday. Free throw is good. Got the friendly roll, did Mason. And Rivier goes back up 10 with 9.1 left. Second free throw. Shot is up for Mason. No good. Rebound Brooklyn with 7 seconds. Crossing half court is Thraisbull. Thraisbull, he's going to take a long three. And he knocks it down with 1.3 to go. Actually, it's only a 2-point shot, and that's going to be how the game ends. The Rivier Raiders knock off the Bulldogs in a close finish, 79-71. The Bulldogs really fought down the stretch. You've got to love the effort, but unfortunately it was just not quite enough as the Bulldogs are going to drop to 0-6 on the season, and the Bulldogs will have to do some soul searching for their next game against Ramapo. So we'll see what happens here as the Bulldogs will go into the Thanksgiving break. That, by the way, was a three from Thraisbull, so 79-72 is the final score in this game. So give the Bulldogs credit for fighting back. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs are going to have to go back to the drawing boards, kind of look over the film again, and really kind of process how to turn what we can do differently in the next game. We'll see how the Bulldogs can turn this around. But right now the Bulldogs are going to have to do a little soul searching coming over the holiday break, as they will fall to 0-6. Rivier will go to 4-1. All right, the women's Bulldogs were victorious today over St. Joseph's. We don't have the full stats. Did Erica James break the 1,000-point mark? We'll find that out hopefully during the before the next game if we could. Hopefully maybe the game will have gone final. But the Bulldogs have defeated St. Joseph's Brooklyn. They will go to 3-1. And the women's Bulldogs will play their next road game also on the 27th at Centenary College in Hackettstown, Pennsylvania. Sorry, in Hackettstown, New Jersey, in Hackettstown, New Jersey, to try to go to 4-1. But right now, your final score in this one, the Bulldogs fall to Rivier 79-72. As we await the final stats for this game momentarily. For the Bulldogs, it was unfortunate. The free throws they missed early really loomed large as the game went on. The Bulldogs were behind 16 and had a few baskets gone the Bulldogs' way. This might have been a different finish. Maybe the Bulldogs could have squeaked one out. Who knows? Maybe it could have been a slightly different turnout. But a couple of unfortunate tough breaks didn't go the Bulldogs' way. But the Bulldogs did come out and fight. And at the end of the day, that's what you love to see. So the Bulldogs finished the game shooting 24 of 71 from the field for a total of 33.8% for the game. So an improvement from the first half. 18 points by Serge Threesbull, so he had a big game for the Bulldogs tonight, along with 18 from Zarik Harvey. The rest of the offense, though, struggled. Malik Dale was held to just 2 points tonight, did not have a good night shooting tonight. Bulldogs were able to get 54 rebounds, so they out-rebounded Rivier at the end of the game with 24 offensive rebounds with the 54 they had for the game. The Bulldogs ended up holding down on the turnovers a bit, but had 15 for the game, 11 assists, and had 8 steals. For Rivier, they shot just a hair under 40% from the field, shot over 38% from downtown, and were 8 of 11 at the line, 46 rebounds in this game. You had 20 points from O'Darius Cade, 23 points from Jarrett Boyce, and 10 points from Woodson Jean-Baptiste, as Rivier knocked down 13 threes out of those 30 to make 39 of their 79 points here tonight. But for right now, that's going to do it for this game here tonight. Bulldogs fall 79-72. For Davian Avale, for OG, for Mike on production here with us. For Pat Brown. I'm Jonathan Pariente saying so long from the West Quad Gymnasium here at Brooklyn. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a good night.